Timmy was in his
dark small house waiting for his parents to come back home.
They left to go to the local grocery store.
When they were about to leave the grocery store, they forgot their wallets at the register.
And when they went back to grab them, the worker at the register said that there was nothing there.
Timmy was waiting too long for his parents, so he went out to look for them. He decided to grab his bike and ride to the store.
But when he got to the store, his parents were gone.
He hopped back on his bike, rode through the lonely alley full of potholes, wondering which way his home is.
Unfortunately, his tire popped when he hit a pothole, so he had to walk his bike home.
When he was trying to find his way home, he found a homeless guy, gave him $1.
This was Timmy's last dollar, and he didn't have any money to call his parents and let them know what's going on with him.
So then Timmy goes around asking for money so he could make a cell phone call because he is scared to be by himself and it's almost midnight.
So while he is looking for someone to ask for money, he comes up to a huge man in a trench coat and he asks the man, "Can you please give me $5?"
The man looked at him with anger, grabbed him by his clothes, and shoved him into his big coat inside the coat. The child saw another small kid.
So he started to converse with the other kid and asked him his name. He said his name was Bill.
So they started to look for $5 inside the coat.
And they couldn't find anything, so they both thought of an idea.
They were thinking of a way to escape from the coat since had no idea what will happen to them. First, they tried to look outside through a tiny hole in the jacket.
The big man went to a club and he gave his coat to the escort and they pulled it on a hanger. The kids looked at if anyone was there and they ran away together.
So then Timmy and Bill started to get to know each other while trying to find their way home.
As they talked, Timmy found out that Bill ran away from his home because there was a lot of fighting in his house.
Then Timmy said, "You can stay over my house until all the fighting is done."
So now they had to find their way home because the man took them far to the club all the way across town.
On the way home, they encountered some homeless people who were screaming for money, so they had to run together to get away from them.
So they were running very fast and tripped over a pothole and their faces were bleeding very badly, but they're almost home.
So after a few blocks, they end up seeing Timmy's house. So before they went in, Timmy warned Bill of his monster dog.
As they were coming in the house, the huge dog jumped to meet Timmy, but once he saw Bill, he quickly started barking. Timmy's mom didn't know what is going on and went in the living room to check who's there.
So then Timmy explains everything that happened to his mom, and his mom wasn't mad because he told the truth and didn't lie.
But then they both had to explain to his father what happened. His father isn't the nicest person around. So Timmy warns Bill of his dad's anger problems and tells him to wait in his room so he can go talk to him.
When Timmy told his father what happened, he snapped. He told him that he has to sleep in the garage as a punishment.
So the next morning, Bill went home and Timmy said bye because Bill lives on the other side of town.
Since that morning, they never saw each other.
The end.